Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. I can't believe it's 2017. I know it's what everybody says. Oh my god, I can't believe that it's a new year, but it's so crazy. I feel like 2016 flew by so fast. It's crazy to me. 2016 for me was a good year, but it was also a bad year. But I feel like that's what everybody says. Like, everybody had their ups and downs during 2016. It's just like every other year. But I feel like 2017 is going to be a really good year this year. I feel like this is going to be not just a good year for me, but a good year for everybody. I have really big plans for 2017 because, first of all, I got engaged. I'm so excited. My boyfriend proposed to me on Christmas Eve, and I couldn't be happier. We've been together for 4 years now, and I'm so excited. It's so surreal to me that we're getting married. I can't stop looking at my ring. Everywhere I go, I'm just like, ooh, look at it sparkle in the light. So I'm just so excited. 2017 is going to be awesome. I'm going to plan my wedding all year. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But aside from that, I hope everybody had a very safe and healthy and happy new year. And I hope that everybody spent the holidays with their family. And now, with that being said, let's get on to the purpose of this video. So earlier this week, I stopped by Ulta. I had a wedding to do this week. So I needed to pick up a couple new things, and of course I walked around the entire store and I found the new displays that were out, and I found this NYX foundation. It's a dropper foundation. It's called the Total Control Total Drop Foundation. I got the shade, where is it? I think it's the shade Vanilla. Yeah, 6. The shade 6. I don't know why it's shade 6 because I'm pretty sure that this was only like the second or third shade in the range. But it's the shade Vanilla. There wasn't that many shades on the display. I want to say there was maybe like 10, which is okay, but they were not very deep, which is kind of a negative. The other negative to this is how small the bottle is. It's pretty tiny. I noticed it in the store, but when I went home, I actually noticed that this isn't even half an ounce. It's 0.43 fluid ounces, which is really small. And this was $14. I feel like drugstore is so expensive now. Like, it's not drugstore anymore. What happened to everything being like under $10, right? But anyways, when I swatched this on my hand, it was really thin and liquidy, but when I rubbed it on my hand, it almost turned to like a powdery consistency, which was really cool. So of course I was like, I must have this. So I bought it, and we're gonna test it out today. So depending on the foundation that I use, I like to use my Beauty Blender or my Morphe M439. And I think just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do one side with the Beauty Blender and then one side with the brush, and then I'll decide which one I like better and then touch it up however I need to. I do not have any primer on my face. I'm not going to put any primer on my face. I'm moisturized and that's it. I want to give this a really fair shot, and I want to wear it for a while. I mean, I want to get at least 8 hours of wear out of this. I think I've said this before, but I work pretty long days sometimes, and I have my makeup on for a long time, and if a foundation doesn't last for at least 8 hours on me, I don't want anything to do with it. It needs to last me like 12 hours. I'm really satisfied with 12 hours. 10 to 12 hours is like good for me. I know a lot of people are like, 6 to 8 hours. No. I need 10 to 12 hours out of my foundation. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put it on, show you guys up close, and then I'll tell you my initial thoughts, and then I'll check in with you guys throughout the day, and we'll see how it goes. I forgot to mention on the back of the box, I don't know if you guys can really see that, it says right here to get light coverage, 2+ drops, medium coverage 3+ drops, and then full coverage 4+ drops. I don't know about that. I can't imagine using 4 drops of this and getting full coverage. It's very, very liquidy, which I'll show you guys. So it says to shake it up really good. So here is the applicator, and I don't know if you can tell like how liquidy it is when I do that. So it's pretty liquidy. I'm gonna start with 5 drops, which I feel like isn't gonna do anything, but we'll start with 5 drops and see what happens. So that's how much 5 drops got me. Not much, but we'll see. So I'm gonna start on the right side of my face with my Morphe brush. Okay, so my initial thoughts are with the brush, it blended out really nice. I do see it looks a little like cakey around my nose, but it does look very like natural, and it's definitely not full coverage. I mean, let's get real here. This is not full coverage, but it looks nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side with my Beauty Blender, and then I'll come back to you guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, I wouldn't say that there's like a huge difference between the two. You can definitely see like a little bit more redness in here compared to both sides. It doesn't look cakey around my nose on this side. This is definitely more like light coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and build it up, and I'm just gonna continue with my Beauty Blender just because I like using my Beauty Blender, and then we'll see what happens. So this is what it looks like with the second layer on. Still not full coverage. I would say it's like light to medium coverage. You have to definitely build it up. I think it's sitting nice on the skin. I would say that if you have really dry skin, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this because you can definitely see it like around my nose where I have some dryness. But other than that, I think it looks nice. It's a pretty like natural finish. It's not like dewy or it's not matte. It's just like a satin natural finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am done with my makeup, and so far still have the same thoughts. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, it looks a little dry on my nose, which is where I typically have problems. So we'll see how this holds up. It is currently 12 o'clock now, and I will check back in with you guys in a few hours.
Hi guys. Oh my god, it is currently 12 o'clock at night. I totally did not mean to skip my midday check-in or do this check-in so late. I ended up running around doing some errands, and then I ended up picking up one of my really close best friends, and we ended up just hanging out for hours, and it's 12 o'clock and I just got home from dropping her off at her house. So, on that note, it's been 12 hours since I put this foundation on. By the way, I'm standing in my bathroom if anybody's curious, and I'm just doing this vlog style. But so far, I think the foundation is okay. It's not amazing. It's not like life-changing. It's just okay. It has completely broken up on my chin. I don't know if you guys can tell. But that's like where foundation typically will break up on me. So yeah, it's completely gone on my chin. It's started to break up on my upper lip. Again, that's like a typical area for me. And it's pretty faded like on my nose. I guess there's still like a little bit on my nose, but not much. So yeah, but all on my cheeks and my forehead is still pretty good. I'm starting to get a little oily now. That is why my foundation breaks up on my chin first, because I get oily on my chin. But yeah, I mean, it still looks pretty good, so I think it's okay. I would definitely say like 8 hours of wear was really good, and then it started to kind of get funny and weird looking. I will say that after a couple hours, it started to look a little weird on my upper lip, which doesn't normally happen. It wasn't like breaking up. It almost looked a little like cakey, which I didn't notice in the beginning. And that can happen to me when I put too much like powder on my upper lip, but I don't think that I even really put that much on, so I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I thought it looked a little weird on my upper lip. And then again, like around my nose, can you guys see that? How it's like kind of weird. So yeah, I would say that this foundation is okay. I would give it like a B if I had to rate it. So yeah, I think it will be good for like really light makeup days, or like when you're just gonna run a few errands, like nothing super special going on. So yeah, if you want to try it, I would say try it, but it's not like a must have. It's not like a life changer. It's just okay. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.